Ioannis.
Tito, how are you, man?
My brother from another
What's up,
mother.
dude?
The Greek in the flesh. The one and the only.
How are you? Welcome. Episode 12?
Episode 12,
Wow.
please. You want to say how you say 12 in Greek, please, for our audience?
Dodeka.
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 Wow. Dodeka. Dodishi. Doce. Wow. It may have a Greek origin.
Let's
that
do
word.
Dude, what did I tell you? I keep telling you this. A lot of things are from Greek origins. I hate to repeat myself.
You did
I'm
say
gonna keep
that
saying
before. Yeah. But so it's true. I mean, we all know, we all talk about ancient Greece and all that shit.
All that shit.
Okay, you want us to make the episode about the greatness of Aristotle, of Plato, of Socrates. Of Pythagoras, I don't know how you call them in English, Archimedes, and all the wonderful, ancient Greek masterminds that paved the way for what is today Western civilization. Is that what you want us to do? Because we can do that if you want it. But I think we have something very important to talk about in this pod.
We do.
Because of the recent events that just happened. But please share it. What we're going to say.
Before I say anything, if I sound a little raspy on the podcast, I have allergies. I don't know who's going through this. But if someone has like a special cocktail to get rid of these allergies, please let me know.
Fuck yeah.
They're out of hand, bro.
Well, you want to do full disclosure with the audience or?
What's what?
Well, with someone who also has allergies, kind of like, gave you a little relief med. That is.
Yeah, he gave me one. He gave me something from Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree. Shout out Dollar Tree.
They seem okay right now. Let's see what happens.
I told you, I rolled the dice. They work out for me. Okay. In essence, the active principle is the same.
Yeah, but why these allergies popping up this year, man? Everyone has the allergies. I used to have bad allergies back in the day when I was a kid. Not for like the last time it was this bad was like 8 years ago.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
you didn't tell me this.
Yeah,
I thought you had the allergies throughout.
No.
Oh, so it's this year. Well, it rained a lot. I can tell you that much.
Oh,
and
yeah.
when there are sharp changes in weather, you feel a lot of the allergies. Like for example, you see how it was kind of cold, and then it got very warm and nice, and then it went back to rainy, and then it got cold and hot, and then it was cold again over the weekend, and rained a shitload, and now it's sunny again.
Yeah, it was nasty on the Sunday.
Yeah, well, the entire weekend.
Oh yeah,
Sunday the worst. By the way, speaking of Sunday, what did you do for Mother's Day?
I gave my mom flowers. I went to my grandma's house.
Fuck.
Had some cake.
Man, you're a true good Greek
Gave my
guy.
grandma, my aunt some flowers.
God damn.
What did you do for Mother's Day?
Well, Mother's Day is only in the U.S., so
There's no Mother's Day where you come from?
Well, there is Mother's Day, but it's in a different day.
Ah.
So for that, I cannot give virtual flowers because my family is not here in America. So, just call and say how much I love them. I love her, and so forth and so on, bro.
Yeah, Mother's Day was fun. Besides with the shitty weather that we had.
Yeah, it was cold also again.
It's cold.
Not only rain, but
it was bad, dude.
Yeah.
It was not good.
Yeah. But the point is that then, it responds to very bright, sunny, and nice right now.
Today's gorgeous.
That's the worst thing for allergies.
Days like this just makes me happy, man.
You're one of those people who feels the weather?
The weather plays a big role. Sometimes, I feel I'm in a shitty mood. It's nice out. But like today, it's nice out. It's summertime.
Yeah.
Well, it's not summertime yet.
It really isn't. I thought you meant summer weather because it's like 90 degrees. Yeah,
it's nice though. Go outside for a walk, enjoy the fresh air.
Fresh air indeed.
Right? So I think it plays a role.
For sure.
What's going on in your life now? What's happening?
Well, we have to bring this to the pod because something crazy has happened. Let me fully brief you in because I'm at a conundrum, bro.
You're in a conundrum?
Yes, I am indeed, all right?
You're in a pickle.
I'm in a thick-ass pickle. Let me share with you and the audience what happened, okay?
Please.
So, this was being a wonderful morning thus far. I woke up on time, early. I was going to have a productive morning before we shot this pod. Then I received a message from an old guest from my other podcast.
His famous one.
The famous one.
The one he really cares about.
Shut the fuck up. So this person who used to be a guest, I'm going to put some people, because people can go on the podcast. She has very unique features, so they would know who she is. I guess I said it already in a way. But anyway, this chick who came to a podcast because she has a very unique life story. We're cool and all. We never, got intimate or anything. Not that she don't want it. But not the point. Point is
I feel like that's a strong point you're trying to make over here, though.
The point I'm trying to make is that we were not close.
Okay.
We had a good pod. She opened up. It came out nice. People loved it. We got some controversy, which was good because, the clips of the pod kind of like keep actually going up in views. All Gucci. Okay, we exchanged a few messages briefly,
Blah, blah, blah.
couple of times.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. This ends about early January. Out of the blue today, she messaged me, oh, I'll make
So it's been like a solid 3 months before.
more like 6 months.
6 months before.
Yeah, almost.
Oh, it's February, March, April, May.
Okay.
6 months.
Almost 5 months. Whatever.
5 months.
Not the point. The point is that time has passed, and I haven't kept in contact that much with this lady at all. All right, she seemed a little bit, dissolute. She was like all over the place a little bit. It seemed like a very unique person. Whatever, all good. So she comes out of the blue today, and she is like, "Oh, listen, I have to ask you for a little favor." And I'm like, "Sure, if I can help, I'll try." So she sends me this voice message, right? And she's just telling me this story. Okay, she's a model. So she was out of town working in a modeling gig for the week, right?
Okay.
So earlier today, she was waiting for an Uber to get back to the hotel from wherever
gig,
the fuck
yeah.
that was. And somebody came over, oh, are you a model, blah, blah, blah. These couple of guys, apparently, in a sort of sketchy, or so she says, of a neighborhood. And they were like, oh, so you're a model, this and that. And she's like, yeah, whatever. So she tries to pull away, and the Uber comes. And as she's trying to get into the Uber, one of them reached for her purse, a Gucci purse, by the way, she told me this, and they reached in and they brought out the wallet and run or whatever. So she gets her wallet stolen. As a consequence, she loses all the cash she had on her. She loses her ID, her cards, everything, right? So she starts on the Uber, panicking, whatever, but she's canceling it all. So she tells me all this story in the voice message. Well, the message kept it short because then we talked on the phone. But she tells me that she's blah, 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 I was robbed, this and that. Please, I need something to eat. I'm here at the hotel, but I don't have cards, I don't have cash, and I need food to eat. I need money to buy food. And I'm like, fuck, okay. So I, hesitate for a second. I was like, okay, let me call her. Yeah. Okay. I call her, and then she tells me at length the story. And she's like, and I can't believe it, because I don't know you. I know this is weird. We haven't really talked. And then all of a sudden I come up with this. Like, I understand. But believe me, I wouldn't reach out to you if I wasn't, desperate to just have something to eat, because I left, the job was done by noon. So I haven't had lunch. It's already almost dinner time. I haven't had dinner. I'm hungry and I cannot count on anyone. I tried to talk to my friends, and all my friends gave me excuses, like shitty ones, not to give me the money. And what does someone have to do to get $100 so I can get just, the basic? I'm returning back to my city and my home on Friday, and then I can pay anyone back. And, I have money. You've been to my apartment. I live in a nice place out of town, which is true. I have a car. I would never try to scam you. Who do you think I am? And I'm like, okay, let me think about it. So
I have something to say.
Tell
You
me.
need $100 to get a meal to get you through the day.
Or so she says. Yep, that's what she says.
$100.
Well, she needs $100 because she is factoring in that she needs a meal for today, Wednesday. She needs money for meals for dinner for tomorrow, Thursday, and then she needs the Ubers back and forth because she had to cancel her Uber because the Uber is connected to her card. She actually had to cancel the card.
Right.
So she can call Ubers, but she has to pay in cash to the Uber guy. Whatever.
Okay.
So she cannot pay with her card.
I mean, I'm not. No one's ever robbed me like that before. But I've had lost my credit card, and what I would do is go to the bank the next day. I don't know how the system works over there.
Yep.
But what I'm saying is, she could have got an Uber back to her place.
She did, in fact. She was calling me from the hotel
right?
already.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was as she was getting into the Uber that they stole her shit.
Right. So continue. Go ahead.
So then she's here like pushing and whatever. And I'm like, she's like, can you use this app that's popular over there, similar to Venmo, that people used to send money? And I'm like, listen, I don't have an account in that country, and I don't have this. It's called Bism. I don't have this Bism thing. All right, let me check if I can do with an American account, create one of these. I check, and it's only for the banks on that country that have the partnership to do this shit. So I'm like, so I cannot do that. And she's like, oh, do you have anyone? I'm like, don't I have anyone? And I'm like, listen, I don't know. I could try to talk to my brother, but. So I call my brother and listen, this very sketchy thing just happened to me. What do you think? And my brother is like, that's very fucking weird. I understand this person wasn't born here, so she doesn't have family here. I get that, but no friends can lend her any money. And I'm like, as my brother is telling me this, I'm like, fuck, she's a model. Why wouldn't she call the agency, take a snap of the police report, because she told me she went to the police and has a police report, and just tell the agency, listen, this happened to me. I've been left without any money or cards or anything. Please just send some money or help me out a little bit, and then I'll pay you back as soon as I'm back in the city. But she didn't say anything. I'm like, I'm thinking this to my brother, and he's like, yeah, that sounds really weird. Also, you don't know her at all. Like, you've told me everything about her. It doesn't sound like you are friends or anything like that. I'm like, no. I told him what I just told you. He's like, I don't know. It seems real sketchy. You should, if you want to get rid of her, like, give her the $100. It's whatever. But I mean, what if this is just the beginning and she's testing the waters or whatever? She may have some emotional problem, whatever. And I'm like, fuck, I don't know. And I'm thinking, what would I do on her situation? But it's hard to put myself in her situation because, again, she is not from there per se, although she's lived the majority of her life over there. So she doesn't have any family that can just send her money, allegedly, although she has brothers or whatever. But it's a complex person, this. And she has a lot of trouble, I guess, at an emotional level and in the relationship with her loved ones or something.
I mean, she has to be if you're the next point of contact for her, right?
Yeah, and all of a sudden, that's the thing. Like, I'm in another country, thousands of miles away.
Right.
We haven't talked for months.
Yeah.
And but I want to be a good Samaritan, right?
My thing
Jesus Christ, bro.
is $100. That's my biggest one.
Come again?
Why $100?
Well, she didn't say $100. She said, "Can you give me something?" I said, "Listen, I don't have a job at the moment. I'm not in the best economical situation that one could be. This and that." And she's like, "Well, whatever it is, 100, 150, even 200, whatever it is." So I just went for the lower one. I said, "Yeah, I guess. Well, let me see if I can get 100."
Give it $20. It was. I mean, listen. I mean, I've been in situations before where $20 can take you a long way for the week.
Well, she could. But the thing, then I'm. Yeah.
What? It's
well,
what?
There's the thing.
Because now
but
she's just talking for basic. We're talking about basic survival skills right now, right?
Because that's the thing. While I was on the call, here's the thing. I was trying to stay rational before saying, okay, I'm gonna give you the money. Because then, since I didn't have that system, and I wasn't gonna bring my brother into this.
Yeah, you don't want to bring your family over here, right?
Exactly. So I'm like, listen, I cannot do. The only thing I'm think of is maybe PayPal, and because PayPal is safer. You don't have your bank information or anything. It's just an email, and then PayPal acts as an intermediary. So if there's any problem, PayPal takes care of it. So it's good. I use it all the time to kind of like deal with the chinos, to deal with used parts for motorcycles. I use it on eBay a lot. So I suggested that, and she's like, what's that? She doesn't even know what PayPal is. And I'm like, fuck, welcome to 2021. She's like, oh, let me find out. And then she sends me some screenshots because what she's trying for me to do is to send the money to the makeup artist of the modeling gig so the makeup artist can cash it out and give it to her in cash. Because remember, she cannot just receive...
What about money orders?
Well, I guess...
Aren't those still a thing?
It's a very American immigrant thing. I don't think she's familiar with all this. This person is kind of clueless with stuff. You know what I mean? Like that kind of person. But she didn't bring it up.
There's got to be a reason why her friends are denying her, right?
Yeah, and there is another big...
Maybe she's done this before.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if she's done this before, but I feel... Because, again, as I was saying before, what I would do if I was in her shoes... Okay, an agency booked me to do this job over here.
Right.
Like a few hours away in another city. If I have an issue, I can just send a picture of the police report to the agency, tell them what happened, and then they'll help me out. They'll send me a few $100 so I can get by, and then, they are... I work with them. They know me. So,
how long has she been with the agency?
Well, I don't know. I didn't ask for more details because that's the thing.
You should have.
Well, here's the thing, right? Even before, I started to stay rational after I told her, listen, this is going to be difficult for me, but let's stay rational here, right? What do you exactly need money for? Let's make kind of like a ballpark estimate and I was trying to be rational, what I would do on her shoes, right? In her shoes. Well, she starts crying. She's like, nobody wants to help me. I can't believe I'm in this situation. Is this true that what they say in life, we're all alone, blah, blah, blah. So she starts to kind of like get very emotional and start crying flat out. But
what time is it over there?
Bro, this happened a couple of hours ago. So
7 o'clock.
It's really, you know what I mean? It's really like in the afternoon, early evening.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
So anyway, so the last thing is that I called her and I said, listen, here's what I would do. I've been thinking about it. I think the best shot that you should do, just be fully transparent, just talk to your agent and then figure it out with them. I'm sure it's not gonna be. And then she blew up on me. She's like, you know what? Fuck it. I cannot believe it.
I heard the
voicemail. By then you were here, so I had it
here.
Yeah, I had it on speaker first on the phone, and then you heard the sort of nasty.
She was. I don't speak Spanish, but like she was kind of upset.
Right. You heard a few cursing words over there, right?
I heard puta.
Yeah. You heard a bunch of. Yeah.
I heard Tiengo casa. That's
yeah. Because she was saying like, I have a house. You've been to my house. I live in a nice part of town. How dare you?
Is she far away from her house where she is?
Right, she's 5 hours away from it.
But still, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because she is like, how cannot you believe this? Like, I'm telling you, by Friday night, I'll be back home. I'll sort my shit out. I have cash in my apartment. Of course, I would pay you right away. I thought because we talked in the podcast and it went real well. I thought we had, we had gotten along very
But-
well.
but the
Yeah,
thing-
we connected, all this shit. And
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
it's like you can't
fuck.
reach out to your agency for like what, 40 euros?
What it looks like is that she probably had problems with the agency because again, she's not the most.
Yeah, she
she
probably
looks
had
like
them
she's not the
before.
most organized person, right? To book her for the pod, we had to go back and forth for several weeks, and she would bail on me, and she would reply 4
Exactly.
days later.
All right.
So it was kind of sketchy. A matter of fact, I was kind of giving up on her, but then she reached out and she was like, "Oh, let's do it, yeah," and then she was fairly responsive up to the moment we shot the pod, right?
I think there's your answer right there, bro. She was
Sketchy
sketchy from
fuck.
the beginning.
And then she was calling me like you heard in the cell phone, and
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
listen, if $100 means nothing
and
to
let
you.
me let me put this to the audience. She's a very nice lady. She's a model, and I really don't want to fuck her. You know, I just want to put that out there because you know what I mean. Like if I wanted to meet a sexual move, which she would have been very glad to, not to be cocky.
I
but-
don't
you
think
know what I'm
she's
saying?
gonna. I don't. You're here though. It doesn't matter if you want to
Right.
fuck
Well,
or not.
that's another problem. That is an extra problem that was in the back of my head as I was dealing with this situation. Right. She told me when we first met that she had only a few weeks before she had for the summer booked an intensive course of a month to learn English because she speaks other languages but not English very well. So she wanted to learn English. She booked a whole full month with full-time classes, with lodging and whatever for the summer for like 4,000 euros or whatever the fuck. So she is coming to New York. She's like, oh, maybe we can hang out. I don't know.
I would
anyone
give her
there?
the $100 only because if she comes to New York, she might stalk your ass. So I would just do that.
You would like to bring her on the podcast?
I would. No, I don't speak Spanish.
Yeah, and I don't think she's now very fond of me. Let me tell you.
I don't think so either. I mean, she wouldn't be fond of me. I don't think she would like me either. So
But no, you're a Greek guy. You're a good Christian, are you not? You were
I
celebrating Easter
think
the other
so.
day. You don't want to meet up with me because you were celebrating Easter. So I always think like, okay, you know, if you want to get into theology, which is giving us great, giving us great
you
audience.
don't believe in Christianity, do you?
Well, did I ever tell you my take on religion? Not
I know.
religion in general.
I know you're taking religion,
But what about on Christianism and the figure of Jesus the Christ? Tell
bro.
you.
Do you believe in Christianity? Do you consider yourself a Christian?
No.
Okay, so then the argument's already done.
Wow. How
It's
can you be
done.
so reductionist,
It's
bro?
not reductionist, bro.
Listen to me. I
Why
went to
would you
Catholic
want-
school. Listen to me.
You
Listen
can't.
to me.
You can't bring
I
up
was
a
a good
point.
Catholic.
You can't bring up Christianity to me
Why not?
if you don't follow it yourself. If you don't follow it,
Well, you're not listening to me, so what do you know? You just know that I'm not a Christian, which is the truth and the facts. Now, here's the thing. While I'm not something, I can observe that thing and maybe extract my own conclusions or maybe even take some sort of
but
knowledge.
you're only doing it for this reason, right?
Here's what I think, okay? Here's what I'm doing, all right?
can't believe we're talking about
Okay, I am aware. By the way, guys, nothing that we were wanting to talk about. This podcast is
He
completely
saved.
different.
Well, thank you to his
always say that.
conundrum. He saved me 2 hours of sleep, so that's good.
That's true.
Which
I was dealing with it.
You were in my dream last night. I forgot to tell you.
Don't
Yeah.
tell me it's a wet dream, bro. This podcast is sending today.
Relax, dude. Take it easy.
Go
I
ahead.
walked right into that one.
You did.
You got mad at me. We stopped the podcast. You're like, I'm not doing this shit anymore.
Well, if I was given $1 every time that thought crossed my mind, you fucker. No, but it's kind of funny. You remember it vividly? It happened.
I remember
that way?
vividly. I remember like,
Shit.
you're like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing this anymore.
You sometimes are quite difficult. Not the point. We have to talk about how you,
difficult.
well, you know, with meeting and with you have a lot going on in your life because you are a very busy man, right?
That's not my fault.
That
but
you're busy. It kind of is your fault.
It's not my fault.
It's the same fault that I'm dealing with this lady. That's my
That's
fault.
that's your
Yeah, but
fault.
I'm not saying.
That's your
Oh, why
fault.
this happens to me? Why is this my fault? I am aware that I put myself into this situation, but trying to be a good Samaritan.
Are you
Because
talking
brings me
about
back to the
working
point.
and random people calling you for money?
No, it's not equal. It's not
Situations
equal.
you
It's
can
not equal.
control?
It's not equal. I'm talking about full pictures.
Okay, all right,
Not
let's
the point.
continue.
No, let me
All right.
tell you the point. Let's go back to the
Let's go
actual
back to-
point,
okay.
and then we'll talk about you, Mister. So I do not believe Jesus cured Lazarus. He didn't turn the water into wine. I actually truly believe the figure of Jesus Christ is a construction of, built upon previous Messiah stories that were in what is pre-Christian Middle East. But the point is that I since I went to Catholic school from the age of 3 to the age of like 16 or 17, they made me read the fucking Bible a lot. Sorry, the Bible a lot. I don't want to offend anyone. The Bible a lot. So
I actually never read the Bible.
understand
I never read the Bible.
Come on, bro. You went to Greek school. What do you guys read there?
I don't.
You gotta read the Bible.
I don't remember what happened in Greek school. Dude.
It's okay. Here's the point.
I remember going to church.
The Bible is a wonderful tale book. All right. I don't think the grace of God descended upon whomever wrote it, as they try to believe.
All right,
this is getting dicey. I know,
it is getting very dicey.
Listen to me though, because I'm saying something positive about the Bible. All right. The Bible is a very good compendium of stories from the peoples who lived before us that can help us manage life. You know, the Ten Commandments. Believe it or not, it's a very nice
crack
thing.
commandments. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What is this? What is this?
That's from Biggie.
It's the 10 crack commandments.
Oh, okay. Well, it's allowed because we talked about Biggie.
It's allowed.
Notorious
It's allowed because I
B.I.G..
wanted to do it. That's why it's allowed.
Wow. So you wanted to be disrespectful and you want me to allow it?
Continue.
Thank you. So, you know, there's a lot of useful stuff on the Bible. And I take it for what it is. A compendium of stories that people who lived before us put together to help them and their future generations to live in harmony and in peace. Of course, there's some shady stuff, like what they say about homosexuals, to mention one, what they say about enemies, what they suggest to do with people who are unfaithful and all that shit, but that's not the point. The point is that you can extract good stuff. Now, when it comes to the New Testament, which is, you know, what happened after the life of Jesus Christ, and they talk a lot in the Gospels about Jesus Christ and stuff, they made us read that extensively. There are a lot of good lessons there. Be a good fucking person. Put the other cheek, right? There's good stuff in there, you know? Like, don't be a greedy motherfucker, right? Do you remember that one? A camel will go through the eye of a needle before a rich person enters the doors of heaven. Do you remember that one?
I don't remember that one.
You know, some Americans could do something about that, let me tell you, but that's another point. The thing is that there are good stuff. There's good shit on the Bible.
Okay,
So what I'm saying is now I'm conflicted because, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I want to be a good person.
Yeah.
I want to be a good person. Jesus
Right.
Christ, the idea that they've told us about Jesus Christ, because again, it's highly debatable that someone like him existed in real life. I was bringing it up because you're a Christian, so I'm like thinking, am I being a bad person from a Christian perspective?
That's
what I was.
I don't think you're being a bad person.
at.
That's just me. Now, but some people may label me as a bad Christian because I'm telling you that. You know what I'm saying?
Because you don't go to church, do you?
Not all the time. No.
Well, that's okay.
And a lot of people don't either.
If a lot of people jump off a bridge, aren't you?
No, but what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
there's some people that would do it. There's some people that's not do it. In this case, I wouldn't do it because only for the circumstances of you don't know this person.
Facts.
Now, if this person was like, you know, maybe if it was a little more accessible to give her the money, mainly, of course. But to go all these, you know, create these accounts and link your family's accounts, I don't think I'd go.
That shit is over. Now,
Yeah.
the last thing was, I would be sending the money through PayPal to some makeup artist who will cash out the money and give it to her eventually.
If you don't care about the $100, then send it. See what happens. Help her out. Be a good person. Fine, as you said. But you not doing it's not making you a bad person. I don't think so.
I got you. Well,
you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like you're the closest contact, and you haven't spoken to her in 6 months. It's not like to say like she's your best friend or something.
Most certainly not.
Is she your family member?
She is not.
Exactly. And you guys haven't, so it doesn't matter.
True. Yeah. It's true, bro. It's true. I just, you know.
But if you feel like you got to do it, then do it. Fine, of course.
Yeah. Anyway, so.
Now, if you're asking me, oh, am I going to be judged in front of Jesus when my time comes over this, then I don't, you know, that's up to you.
Right.
If you feel that strongly about it, then do it.
You're right, bro.
Am I saying invalid points?
No. Your points are freaking valid.
Before someone in down south finds us, because you're bashing Jesus over here.
Not bashing. I'm just mentioning. Everything I said thus far is true.
You know what I'd do? I wouldn't even send her $100. I'd send her $50.
Yeah, but if I want to send, I cannot be like a sound or look like a stingy motherfucker.
You're not being a stingy motherfucker.
Let me send you a per diem, $15.
But dude, it's $50. You need $100 till Friday? It's true. Wednesday, bro.
Yeah, true that. Yep.
I get it. I'm not telling you, but you tell me there's nothing where she is, like to get like something cheap meals for 2 days. I've done it before. We've all done it before.
It's called
bro.
McDonald's. It exists everywhere.
Exactly. Well, you need to go get $100 for food
and transportation. She could take the subway.
Where else she got to go though? Does she have more gigs?
No.
Okay, so she
needs Uber back and forth 2 days. That's what she
exactly. So she has to suffer for those 2 days until she has to go back home, right?
Allegedly.
See? That's what I'm saying. Now she's asking for money to do extracurricular things for herself. Then that's stupid.
That's too far into the situation that I don't even know.
Exactly though.
And again, when I tried to
but I'm just talking to
break
you
it down with her, she snapped on me.
Yeah, because she just wanted the money. She just wanted the money. Exactly.
the things that, you know what I mean? You know how when someone is telling you something, but you really know them, so you know what they are really meaning?
Yeah.
I don't got that with
All
her.
right, so then
you know?
if you don't have the feeling, then don't.
No, it's just I don't know her, so I don't know what she's really saying. You know when some people
Exactly.
say things, but what they're really saying is something else?
Oh, of course,
I don't have that with this person because
Yeah.
I don't know her. So, what do I do?
I think I vote no.
Well, I'll keep you posted, mi perra.
Thank you.
Well,
Let me
I mean,
know.
it looks like it's pretty done because she, after those nasty messages, she's not. She tried to call me or something, but I remember.
You want to call her right now? You put her on the podcast?
Yeah, but it's in Spanish though. It would be kind of fun.
Oh, that would be funny.
No, fuck. No,
Come
no,
on,
no. We,
that'd be funny.
we have to
Come
make this
on.
serious.
Come
on. You know, I'm not the one making serious things, but I need
Alright,
to make this
whatever.
slightly serious.
Okay.
But anyway, we'll keep the people.
Let me know. Let me know. Yo,
Posted?
keep us posted, bro.
Yeah.
Keep us posted.
Yeah,
hope
I'll
you
see.
hope you end up doing the best Christian thing to do.
Whoa, you're a mean fucker.
I'm not a mean.
Anyway, mi bro, let's change subjects. What else? What else is popping? So how was Philadelphia?
Philadelphia was fun. I had a good time.
Really?
I had a great time,
Tell
dude.
us more, bro.
Airbnb was nice.
Okay.
Really nice Airbnb. Had a nice little rooftop.
Ooh.
We stayed in South Philly. The streets are very narrow over there, very tight.
Yeah, because you know it's a
Very tight city.
it's a heavy colonial era kind of place.
Yeah.
So.
But it was nice. Went to a couple bars. Went to a nice Italian restaurant.
Oh, nice.
Hung out. I gambled. Played casino. We went to a casino.
Why?
Why?
Why
What?
we end up always in a fucking casino?
Bro, it was a new casino. It's called Live Casino. It's right by. It was like 10 minutes away from our Airbnb. Why not? Have a little fun. I actually won money, so go fuck yourself.
Whoa.
Yeah,
what
bro.
do you play?
I lost. So first I played blackjack. Roulette, I lost $100. Just
Of course. Well,
I don't like. I mean, roulette. I've always said this to people. Roulette's. It can be fun.
it cannot.
It can,
Okay.
but it depends on how you. Like I don't know. I can't. I don't. I never hit anything roulette, so I always lose money roulette.
Well, the roulette, it's a pure, unless it's rigged, it's a purely random game.
Right. Of course.
Like at blackjack, at least you can, like
There's some strategy.
do
at
some
blackjack.
exactly, do
Yeah.
some actions, perform a strategy that perhaps will garner.
I played
you
a little
results.
blackjack. I was
Okay.
up and down in blackjack.
All right.
Then I went to poker and I won money. I won money in poker.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought poker was for very experienced people to make money at. Like usually people who are not playing
no.
every day, they get taken advantage of.
Yeah. I mean, I find it better to play with random people.
Really?
And I went. Yeah, I actually do good, so it's not bad.
Were you doing the whole thing of being, with a hat and all that stuff?
No,
and with-
well, the
with
face
sunglasses?
mask. The face mask helps.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. No poker face. I see. Do you have?
And I was also a little intoxicated, so I really don't.
Ooh, okay.
But it was a good time overall. I had we ate a lot of Philly cheesesteaks.
What's the best one you tried? Tell our audience so they can.
I like
go
Jim's.
partake.
I think Jim's was probably the best one.
Okay.
There's like the ones Pat's and Geno's. Those are like the staples of Philly.
The one I went to, I got it off of Yelp or Google or whatever, is the one that has mostly it has no indoors or almost
It's
no
probably
indoors.
Pat's and
and then-
Geno's.
Yeah, it had like an awning, red
Yeah.
and white or whatever.
Yeah, we had a couple other ones, but we had a lot of Philly cheesesteaks.
Wow.
But a lot of things were also closed on Mondays and Tuesdays in Philly.
Mondays and Tuesdays?
Well, that's when we went. We went Mondays and
no,
Tuesdays.
but I'm saying like 2 days out of the week closed. The fuck?
I know,
That's crazy.
but I had a good time. How my friend Sean showed us around and we had fun with him. That was fun. I'd go again.
Wait,
It's
Sean
nice.
is
Sean
from
lives
there?
in Philly. Yeah,
Oh,
he lives in Philly.
how do you meet him?
I met him in Astoria.
Shit, what happened? Why is he no longer living?
He's doing his stand-up comedy in Philly.
What?
Yeah, stand-up
Really?
comic. Yeah.
Why didn't he stay in? I thought New York was bigger for.
He
stand-up.
did. I mean, he did his time in New York. He wanted to
Okay.
change the scenery. I'm assuming. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is he originally from Philly? Or
he's
the-
originally from Queens,
Wow,
Flushing, Queens.
that's such an odd move. You know what I mean? Like if you were born and raised in New York, go to a smaller city to try out comedy. Sounds unusual. Maybe that's his whole game, right?
Maybe. Yeah.
Can be the New York guy.
It
in
could be,
Philly,
yeah.
'cause there is no
It
New
could
York
be.
guys in
Yeah.
Philly because nobody.
Is that your New York accent?
I could do better, but I'm a little
don't you-
rattled.
Why don't we go to an open mic and you go on the mic?
I have no problem with that. But you have to kind of say funny shit, so you have to
You
prepare.
but you are funny looking. So there
Well,
you
I'm
go.
funny looking, but I don't know if I. Do you think there are open mics though with the pandemic?
I think now they're opening up. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well,
I can't confirm or deny, but I think so.
You know what? I'm gonna go to the open mic. I'm gonna try to trick them so they allow us to shoot an episode on their stage. How about that?
You think a comedy club is allowed us shoot a podcast on their stage.
They need content.
I will give you $100 if you can do this.
Okay, if you give me $100, then I'll go that lady and pay her with your $100. How about that?
That was a good one.
Man.
That was a good one.
Man, this life is sometimes it's just too fucking much. How are you feeling about restrictions being almost lifted?
They're
fully?
almost gone, dude. They're almost gone.
Have you heard this thing about Americans' first world COVID problems? I read an article and then I searched for an alternative one, and it's kind of the same thing. So apparently America now, unlike any other country, is facing two problems that are unique to the actual situation of the US. The first one is that they have too many vaccines and not enough people who wants to get it. So they may go expire, or I don't know, they just have to just give them away to the people who are dying by the hundreds because they don't have a vaccine. So that's one problem, first of all, COVID problem. And the second one is that major industries like the hospitality industry, lumberjacks, some other industries, they're having heavy problems because they have a lot of business coming in, but they don't have enough personnel.
Not a lot of personnel. No.
So they cannot serve.
There's a lot of people hiring, man.
Fuck.
Everyone's hiring. No one wants to work. And it's
What's
wild.
your take on that? What do you think? Is this what Democrats say or what Republicans say?
I don't care what anyone says.
What do you think?
I think the unemployment has a big role to play in this.
A factor?
It has a factor. There's also people that they don't feel safe enough to go back to work in full capacity. There's also those people.
It's
right, but it's like I remember a time where it was very hard to get a job.
Fuck yeah.
Right?
Me too.
Very hard to get a job. And then it's funny because all these people don't want jobs, and then the people like, some illegal immigrants are coming here and they get all the jobs, and people get mad at those people for getting jobs.
It looks like there are people who will never be happy.
Yeah, people are never going to be happy, man. I mean, but it is wild because especially the hospitality business it's expecting to blow up this summer.
We both heard people who are heavily relying and expecting that.
Yeah.
Summer of love, as they call it.
Summer of love. It's going to be like the Roaring 20s again.
You think?
Like the 1918 flu?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Not maybe to an extent, but I think it's going to be good for 2-3 years.
For business? Yeah. Well, I hope so too.
But it's wild that people don't know. It's wild that people don't want to work.
It's wild.
It's wild. It's crazy.
Because that means that people don't need to work.
Yes.
Or they are making it work, wink, somehow, because, you know what I mean?
What was that?
They probably work under the table, some shit, bro.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, why would I work at this place I don't like to work and pay taxes when I can get my half
When is the unemployment thing ending?
First week of September.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, see, that first week of September
We're gonna see. We're gonna see,
We're
right?
going to see. Yeah, dude. You're going to see.
If it's true that people were, strongholding their unemployment benefits.
And listen, I'm not bashing anyone that's on unemployment. Make all the money you can while not doing anything. Congrats to you.
Right. They were saying, though, I read something, I think it was this morning when I read it, before all this shit went down, that they are planning on becoming, again, strict on active searching. So apparently before the pandemic, you would have to show somehow a log or some sort of proof that you were actively doing something to get off of unemployment.
Yeah.
And then they suspended all that shit with the pandemic. So you didn't have to do anything. You just had to certify.
Yeah.
So apparently they're trying to bring that back to kind of like push people to, hey, listen, move your ears.
Yeah, of course,
kind of
man.
deal.
This unemployment can only run so long.
That's true. And who's paying for that shit? You know what I mean?
Tax.
Yeah, I guess.
Right. I would think goes towards your people's tax dollars.
The money printing machine also is kind of like steaming.
But listen, let's just hope the economy starts jolting up again, right? This is the main plan.
Yeah, that's what everyone, I guess, hopes, but not at any cost. Have you heard about this other thing about that pipeline that's been shut down? That's provoked shortage.
Gas.
Yeah, there's a shortage.
I don't know much about. I don't know.
Okay,
It's
so
fine.
it's all good.
I heard about it.
It's also complicated, and your political stand may play a role in forming an opinion whether that was good or bad.
Yeah, I mean,
because it has good connotations and bad connotations, like everything a politician.
Whatever, dude. Listen, it's also like whatever. If people agree with it, then people that don't agree with it are get mad with that person.
Yeah.
If you don't agree with it, then people that agree with it are gonna be mad at this person. So whatever you say, it's
really
doesn't really matter.
Tell me,
it doesn't affect me because I don't have a car. I don't buy gas.
Boom. You Green New Deal all the way, no?
So I don't know. I mean,
do you recycle?
Of course I recycle.
In my neighborhood, the concept of recycling doesn't exist.
am I like the hardcore recycle
Right.
like bully? Like,
Yeah.
am I gonna yell at someone who doesn't recycle? No.
You go to the grocery store.
But if I have a chance to
do
do
you
it,
carry your things as if they were a baby so you don't waste a bag? Do you do that?
no, I don't like this no bag thing. This no bag shit is ridiculous.
Tell me more.
I don't like it.
Okay, because you have to bring your own?
Yeah, I have to bring
bag?
my own, and then you have to buy $1.25 for a bag.
It's getting me because here's what I'm facing, right? I'm all in. I said, because one of the things that struck me the most when I came to this freaking country was the amount of plastic bags you would get whenever you go to the grocery shopping. They will double bag. You would buy a little container of salt, and they will double bag it.
I have a story. One time I was working at CVS. I used to work at CVS for people that I didn't know.
Oh shit.
CVS Pharmacy.
days.
Fucking crazy days. So I think this guy bought, I forgot what he bought, like 1 or 2 items. I double bagged it. The guy takes out one bag. He goes, "Hey, buddy, we're trying to save the planet." And throws a bag back at me.
What?
Yeah.
Did he look like a hippie or something?
I don't remember, but this was like 8 years ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Fuck. But then it's like, it's also now the people at these supermarkets, man, right? They get so fucking lazy now they don't have to bag anything.
And that bothers you?
It does bother me because I'm coming to a business. Okay? I'm not bagging myself. I don't work at the supermarket. I don't expect to bag my own groceries.
Oh. Very
right?
American of you.
If I have but if I have to do it, I'll do it. I'm not gonna make a big stink about it. But if I'm paying and the cashier's just there, just not even nonchalantly, like just not even paying attention. And I asked for help, and she,
Well, maybe. Have you tried?
Oh, we don't have bags.
Right. No, but hold on, because they do have bags.
They do have bags.
You just
Exactly.
chose not to buy one, which is fair. Why would you pay extra? But my point though is, are you coming with your own bag there? Could you here's my bag? I mean, I know you would have to ask for the favor, so to speak, but you feel uncomfortable doing that? It should be their initiative, right? They should be, do you have a bag? Let me pack things for you.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Yes.
So, allegedly with the police, what they need is retraining, right?
Yeah, of
They
course.
should be retrained.
They should be retrained.
Okay. You want to build a company that retrains grocery
No,
bank?
I'm tired of this. Like
Business.
the self-checkouts that's another thing.
You don't love self-checkout?
I do and I don't. But it's like,
Man, I love it.
you love it, but then it's also like, okay, we're raising this minimum wage for self-checkouts. I don't agree with that.
That's complicated.
Like McDonald's has self-checkouts now. You understand?
Yeah, I kind of love it. Because I don't have to deal with the incompetent person or perhaps competent.
Right,
You have
but
to roll the
then
dice
now
at the front.
you're doing the
clerk.
competent machine because it ends up for some way still asking for the assistants
It's
to
not
come
good.
over.
I remember
I never ate
okay.
McDonald's at self-check. I'm just saying. I just what I heard.
Oh, okay. Oh, maybe you should do a field trip because I'm not too really familiar. I don't eat McDonald's a whole lot.
Me either.
You don't?
No.
I thought Americans love McDonald's.
What the fuck do I look like, bro?
Wait.
Because I'm American, I love McDonald's.
No, but you could have. There's a higher chance that you would that you wouldn't. That's what I'm saying.
There's McDonald's in Europe. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but it's not from there. It's not in the culture.
It doesn't matter.
It's not a
It doesn't matter.
staple
It's still in there.
of the cuisine
It doesn't matter.
anywhere but here.
What was I saying? So yeah, I don't have a problem with self-checkout.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I hate the laziness of workers sometimes. That's what just gets me.
Well, but you're gonna get lazy fuckers everywhere.
Everywhere,
right?
of course.
Do you perceive there's a higher percentage of
Yes.
lazy fucks
Yes.
in the?
Yes.
I
think the laziness of workers now is popping up more and more and more and more.
So you think? Hold on. So the actual situation is because of trying to be mindful of the planet or whatever, or being more ecology friendly, that has had
It gives
sort
them
of like a negative effect, like a side effect.
Not in a way, but I'm also saying like I'm not against trying to save the planet
no.
either.
That's
But it just it has a negative effect to some workers. It does.
to the quality of the service.
To the quality
overall.
of service. Exactly, yeah.
Overall.
Like,
Yeah.
of course, you're going to get your ups and downs wherever you go. There's going to be bad service, there's going to be good service, of course.
Here's what I want to tell you though. Usually I do my grocery shopping either. The bulk of it, most likely, I'll go to Trader Joe's.
What did they do at Trader Joe's?
They are so fucking happy to help you. So fucking happy. They're having
There
a
you
blast
go.
helping you.
There you go. Why do people like Trader Joe's?
Because it's fairly good quality for affordable prices.
And
I probably
And?
like the Hawaiian vibe that everything's cool, man.
and you just said it.
Oh, the
The
good
service,
customer service?
the quality of service, customer service.
Yeah, they pay a lot of attention to that.
They do.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I thought also people would like them because they don't have security cameras. Do you know this?
I did not know that.
Yeah, bro. It's something you have to always look when you... Bro, does that flag behind you mean something? You have to always look, bro.
There's no security cameras in Trader Joe's?
No.
I did not know. I would have figured
Because they are like, we're so... We like you so much that we're
Look
open.
at that business model, though, man. Right? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, they're popping up stores.
They're crazy. There's one opening up in LIC, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
That she's gonna be full all the time.
Jill's excited.
That area is
so.
popping. Yeah. They're opening. Well, they have to build the building because
They're opening one over here in the Heights.
181st. That's crazy. I don't know how that's gonna work out.
That's
Maybe
wild.
Not to be knowledgeable with my neighborhood, but on that one I would put
That's
security cameras.
Wild, bro.
For sure.
First it's a Trader Joe's, then it's a Starbucks, and then it's a
Starbucks
Panera
is
Bread.
in. That's crazy.
It's a Paris baguette. Then it's gonna be another thing.
Which one? Paris.
It's like this famous little bakery.
French baker or something.
Yeah.
Paris baguette.
Yeah.
Oh damn. Yeah, that's. I
So,
don't know if that's coming, but
going back
Starbucks
going back to my point. It always comes back to the quality of service, right? Right? You go to a business,
Yeah.
and you expect the quality of service. Of
Sure
course,
do.
if I go to Reddit, I'm not expecting the best quality of service, but I expect some kind of service.
Right. Yeah,
Right?
true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like if I'm waiting online, like this lady told me one time I was waiting online, and she was there was no one in the store.
Right.
She's like restocking something. She goes, "Oh, go to the self checkout."
Wow.
I was like, I don't want to go to
She
self
refused.
checkout because why? Because I don't want to pay. I want to pay cash, and these self checkouts don't accept cash.
They don't have like a little slot.
They don't. No. So I was like, no. Can I come to you? I want to pay cash. She goes, oh, I'm a little busy here. So before
Well, you have to go.
I'm not gonna give her a stink about it.
Right.
I'm not gonna cause this whole ruckus 12:30 in the morning because she doesn't want to work.
I mean,
Do you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah. It's complicated, but
It's
yeah,
complicated, but
Yeah.
that's my point.
yeah.
Like
Also,
I was a cashier. I've been that position.
That's what I think. That's what I think. It's kind of like governing your whole statement. That you've been in the position of those people. You've been in both sides.
Yes.
Like I haven't worked at a kind of lower quality customer service wise multinational
right, but it
franchise place like Rite Aid or whatever the fuck or
but-
McDonald's.
but
I haven't
even-
worked at those places per
But
se.
I never
so
worked. But I never worked in a bakery either. But I've seen lazy service at a bakery. You get what I'm saying? I've seen
Yeah,
restaurants.
I got you.
We both
Restaurants-
worked at restaurants,
right?
bro.
But restaurants is different because you're getting tipped, so there's incentive.
Yeah, but there's some
Big game changer.
but there's some people where they're already. I don't know. I can't explain.
No, I think what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Again, it's not you cannot throw restaurants in the bag because of the very nature of the job as a customer service provider.
Yeah, but there's some workers that are lazy about it. They don't care. That's what I'm
true.
saying.
That's true. They don't give a fuck.
They don't care
Yeah.
because they know at the end of the day they're gonna get tipped out.
Very true. That's true. Yeah. They don't care about if it's 17 or 18.
Right.
Just know they'll get some.
Especially if it's pulling tips, you know?
That happens all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. You hate that when you're working your ass off and you see this other person that barely works, and at the end of the night you have to.
We never
Really?
we never pulled. We never pulled.
First of all, we never pulled, and second of all, there was
You were-
someone who was the top earner at that
you
place,
were-
and he's not on that side of the table.
Wow.
You made me. You had to. You made
Wow.
me.
I
I had to pull my dick out.
You
did
didn't
it.
even know anything. The only thing you knew was to talk to women, and that's it.
Really?
Yes.
Bro, I knew every single ingredient on the fucking menu.
You knew
Okay.
jack nothing.
Okay,
That's
I
what
could
you
tell. I could tell people stories about every single item in the menu. They were made up. Yes, they were. Still, not the point. The point is that I knew shit.
You act like Italian all that shit. I remember.
I
That.
remember. So fucking funny. People would buy into
yeah.
it.
Buy into
So nicely. But anyway, it's the customer service thing. I never thought about it, but because I frequent, I'm an animal of habit, so I really don't venture in other places. And but what you're saying, it sounds like a very valid point. Now, don't they give you like paper bags or something? Like they are, right? You have to pay for them.
You have to
'Cause
pay for the paper
Here's what
bag.
messes me the most.
You got to pay for them. You got to pay for the paper bag.
Yeah, that's yeah. I guess.
And again, I am not gonna give a stink about 10 cents or 20 cents or whatever.
Right. The only thing that bothers me really about the whole no plastic bag is that I used to use like plastic bags for my garbage, right? So I have a garbage can. Now I don't have. Well, I still have because I accumulated them because I like to plan and be mindful of the future. So I'm running out of plastic bags that I used to collect that I have in the storage down there. So then I think I'm gonna have to end up buying plastic bags at the store. So I'm still gonna be using plastic bags. Like this, of course, it doesn't. It's important that they remove them from the supermarkets because the waste is significantly less.
Oh, of course.
But I think the best would be, we'll give you one plastic bag and then the rest you just bag it. Get like a mixed system.
Yeah.
That way I could get a bag, a plastic bag every week or whatever when I will, and I will have bags, so I wouldn't have to go pay because I'm gonna save the planet if I'm still using plastic bags. And I tried to do the paper bags,
And
that
it's
they use,
also- but
and
it's
whenever you
also
have
like,
something
okay.
wet, they break off, and then all the shit comes.
I'm sorry, but it's
Out
also
of
like you're trying to save the planet, but you want to see a humongous profit off of this too as well.
Tell me more.
If you want to I'm just saying, like,
How are they making profit off of it?
you have to buy a bag every time.
Well, bro, but it's,
You're not making you're not making the biggest profit, but they're still making a profit off of this.
But I think what they put a fee for it. Well, first of all, plastic bags are banned, so that doesn't apply.
that's gone, yeah.
So they're banned. Now the paper ones, they are at a cost because maybe they're more expensive because maybe they want to make probably they want to make business off of it. But also, bro, you cannot work at a place where you sell things and not have a bag to put those things in, because then you're gonna
Just
run
give
into
them
a
for free.
No, well, even if you give them for free, how is people gonna carry those things? You know what I mean? Like you cannot just rely on people's ability to bring their own bag. That's impossible. It's not a sustainable business
No,
model.
I know. I'm saying not to charge people to give the bag. That's what I'm saying.
That's a very fair point. So you are advocating for giving people ecology friendly bags, like
right.
paper bags.
Of course, yeah.
And then do not charge them for it.
Exactly. Yeah.
You are right on that one. Yeah. I still think they don't solve my problem, which is using them as trash can bags. But you're right on that one. But maybe paper is more expensive.
Okay, so let's say they charge a paper bag for 10 cents.
Yeah.
Okay. If they don't sell one paper bag for the entire day, and they've made, I don't know the supermarket revenue things.
Right.
But are they going to take a massive hit if they didn't sell 10 cent bags? It's $1.
I mean, I'm sure that can be factored into their overall budget.
Of course, fine.
You know what I mean? Maybe the mangoes are a cent more expensive.
Right, but
jack up the lemon prices or something.
I don't know, but I'm just saying, you could be there's good. They're using the eco-friendly, but they're using it as a way so people to spend more money. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, or bring their own bag.
Right, but they know no one's gonna bring their own bag.
I do.
That's you.
What about those weird old ladies who bring their cart, or old people who bring their own cart? Do you know that foldable one?
That's not weird.
Huh?
That's not weird.
Well, in New York, it kind of is. No?
Why?
In the town? I don't know. Because you're in the subway with that thing, no? And then
How are you gonna carry your bags? Not everyone has a car.
Neither do I.
Yeah, you have a motorcycle.
That's true. And
How is it? Did you fix it, by the way? Is it
yes,
fixed?
it is fixed, bro. It is fixed. Yesterday I had a little issue because it rained a lot and I had it outside, so it got a lot of water, so there was some connection that
It
was
was raining
misfiring.
yesterday?
No, sorry. Yesterday I
Sunday.
had the problem because Sunday rained heavily and I had it out because I was doing stuff and I have it covered. And I think some water got into it, so I got home and everything fine, but I think some water made an electrical connection misfire. This is not interesting at all, I guess. But anyways, I had to run through the cables and see what was going on. I saw a little bit of water, plug it and unplug it, and eventually it started back up. But how do you feel? I don't want to get in that time to cut it off, but isn't it crazy that yesterday I went to the Apple store for a non-important business at the moment, but bro, they were so strict about the COVID rules.
What were they strict about?
The store is like 1,000 square feet.
Yeah.
And there's only a few workers because they are being very strict about the measures. They have like a 50-foot.
Which one did you go to?
50 feet. I went to the Upper West Side.
Ah.
They have like huge ass ceilings, like 50 feet or whatever. It's like, it looks like a fucking museum or something. It's very high. And they are like making people line up at the front. They are taking one customer at a time kind of deal. And then I don't know what the capacity they were allowing, but it was very little. Like the store looked like it was empty. There was less than 10 workers overall, at least on the top floor. Maybe on the bottom floor there were more people, whatever. So they were so strict. And then I'm like, bro, I'm just gonna go to. And then I went to Trader Joe's and it was packed. And there was a huge ass line on this on the street, but then inside it was fairly full because I don't know. I guess they have to make business or whatever. And then I had been to a restaurant on Sunday and it was all packed or whatever. Nobody gave a fuck. So I'm like, how are the regulations making sense here? The only way, I mean, I'm assuming they're trying to slow down the whole opening, and maybe a restaurant or traders are more basic needs businesses
That's what I
compared
that's
to
what I
Apple.
think too. Yeah.
But fuck, such a sharp difference, Like the gym is opening allegedly at full capacity on Friday.
Is it really?
That's what they told me.
Wow.
But then I read online and it said 50%, so I don't know.
Yeah, I
Planet
don't know, man.
Fitness,
But it's
they're
also
heavy.
Apple, man. They're very like.
I think they were just going to be Tito.
Yeah,
So
like
give
they
about-
don't want to. They don't want to ease restrictions just yet because they don't want to be labeled as like maybe the company that doesn't care about.
They want to be bashed that would be not COVID mindful.
Exactly. Yeah. But it's also like it's like you said, the basic need. Like you don't have to come and get your.
Yeah.
But it can be you need your phone now these days, right?
These days,
Without a phone, dude, you're.
Yeah. I downloaded, but I haven't checked. Have you heard about this Excelsior
Yeah,
app?
Excelsior Pass. Yeah.
Excelsior Pass. Have you already took care of that?
I have not taken care of it, not yet.
I wonder how that's gonna work out. Because it could be a very controlling thing, And those who haven't gotten the vaccine could
Amen.
be in trouble,
I think so, but whatever. We'll see how it. Maybe
Wow.
in 2 months.
Now you want to be a pirate. Now all of a
I
sudden,
don't want to be a pirate, dude.
okay,
I'm not a pirate. I don't want to be like pirates or criminals.
that's debatable. You see?
I can't wait for Floyd Mayweather to fuck Jake Paul up.
Whoa, we haven't talked about this. Tell me more.
You didn't see when he took his hat?
Yeah.
He ran,
Gotcha hat.
He ran away like a little bitch. That shit he is.
That was-
because you know why?
Why?
Because this guy is playing everyone. Jake Paul is playing everyone.
Tell me
He's
more.
not fighting Floyd Mayweather for the love of boxing, or he wants to show people that he's a good boxer.
Okay.
He just wants to make his money and run, and he's gonna make a lot of money off of this.
He should. Well, first of all, is the other brother who's right? There are two Pauls. No, you have the older one.
Jake Paul. This is Logan Paul.
Yeah, Logan Paul is the one fighting Mayweather.
No, I think it's Jake Paul.
No. Logan is fighting. Logan.
Double
is,
check it.
Bro, I know this. I saw the footage, just like you did.
I thought it was Jake Paul.
Jake Paul is the one that performed the action. All right. So let me just do this very carefully.
Oh.
You see? So
Oh, Logan Paul. Okay.
Logan Paul is the
Okay.
one fighting now.
Jake Paul took
Jake
his
Paul,
hat.
the younger brother, was just being a
But
goon.
still, no. Okay, so all right, so I'll take that back. I'll still go with my point. The Paul brothers
The point is valid. Yeah.
don't care about any of this. They don't care
For the sport.
about anything about boxing. They don't
Sportsmanship?
give two shits. They care about their money, and they're gonna make all their money, and it's kind of second how they're gonna make their money.
I got you. It's a fair point, and I think you're
I
right on the
hope
money,
Floyd Mayweather beats the shit out of him.
which most likely will happen.
I hope so.
Well, we're talking about to some, and definitely to any, one of the best boxers in history.
Do you
A
think?
genius. Floyd Mayweather is a true genius of boxing.
Of course, dude. He's a true boxer.
Well, that's for sure. There is no question about that. That's why
No,
you
but
mentioned it. But you're right.
he's a very smart boxer.
He is genius
Yeah.
in boxing. Again, to me,
so-
top three, no question.
So I hope Logan Paul gets flat on his ass.
Okay.
All right.
Now, are you gonna pay for it?
I'm not paying for this.
Are you gonna go to a bar in
I'm not.
which is televised?
I'm probably be working that night, and I'm happy to be working because I want to pay attention to this. Because I love seeing the aftermath on Instagram and Facebook. People's reactions are
You
fun.
got it. You told me that in your bars, you guys don't do sports.
No.
Is that right?
No.
So there is no. You're not gonna pay the
I'm
Thriller
not,
pay-per-view.
I'm
for
not paying. No, there's no way.
it. Okay, but I don't know. Well, there could be a way if you are gonna make excellent business out of. You see, like you are being maybe too short-minded of this. Maybe you think long game. What about all those bars that don't have a bunch of fuckers like you go in there to
Buddy,
just grab
buddy,
a beer?
buddy.
To just grab a. Can I finish my point? To just grab a beer and go see Logan Paul get fucked up. A lot
You
of
go
people
to
are
a
gonna do
sports
that.
bar.
Yeah. A lot of people's gonna do that.
You go to a sports bar.
Bro, you're yelling a lot.
You go to a sports bar.
Yeah. Are you asking me or you're?
I'm telling you.
I thought you were launching a
Would you
scenario.
go to our ex job for a
I would
sports
never
fight?
I would never. No.
Why not?
I don't pay for
Why-
real fights.
why
How am I
not?
gonna pay for this circus?
Why not? Would you go to our old restaurant where we worked for a sports fight?
No.
Why- why not?
For this fight or for a sports fight?
For this fight?
For this fight, absolutely not. No.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
Because it's a circus. It's a circus. It's not real boxing. First of all, it's only boxing if both of them are professional boxers.
So why would I pay?
in
Why would I pay for
their
this
active years?
for this stupid event for business?
Well, because that's different. Because you want to make money. Are you at the Are you at the bar? Are you at the bar because you're a good Samaritan and want to give intoxicating substances to people?
That's not the point. That's not the
Are
point.
you there for that? Or what are you there for? What are you there for? You're there for money, making money. Now, if I had a bar or I was in a position, you don't have any decisions, but no, but you know what I mean? You're not the owner of the fucking bar. But if I was the owner of the bar or someone who has any decisions, and I see that by paying whatever ridiculous amount of money they're asking for the pay-per-view for bars, remember that's more expensive than regular pay-per-view,
Yes,
right? People?
it is.
If they are asking, if whatever they're asking, if I see that by me paying that, I put it on my TVs, I can bring a lot of fuckers who are like you, who want to see this guy's ass getting beat.
But
then
again,
I would strongly consider it.
You don't go to a bar that doesn't have a TV, right? Yes, we have a TV that we can use, but why wouldn't you? But you would go to a bar that has multiple TVs so you can watch it comfortably.
Therefore, the hypothetical scenario I planted here, I posed that as a hypothetical. I know what your bar is. I know it's not a sports bar. I was just saying, if you were to make, first of all, I said, if you were able to make decisions, and then therefore,
I wouldn't put the
and you have a bar in which you have several TVs and people may come to watch the Knicks or the Yankees or whatever, would you do it?
If I had a sports bar, yes.
Then why have we been arguing for 5 minutes?
I'm talking about the current situation right now.
Okay. And that there's no discussion about.
You know what? Go give your friend $100 and leave me alone.
Whoa, you're a mean motherfucker.
I'm gonna end it like that. I am.
No, you are not. First of all, we usually end it with some encouraging message.
I did it last time.
You did it last time, yes. But before we end that, I just want to say that I agree with you, that I think for the sport of boxing, especially after the whole Ben Askren fiasco,
yes,
because let's not ignore that was unfortunately a huge validating point for these fuckers. I'm aware it was a boxing match. Both of them were not boxers.
It's a shame for boxing, man, because now
not really. No, again, Ben Askren was not a boxer,
but
so
it's not a shame for boxing. Using this sport,
but not for boxing though. If it's a shame for any sport, perhaps long shot could be for MMA, because everyone in MMA was like, I hope this Ben Askren fight this guy and fucks this guy up. I hope Ben Askren, wins. I think Ben Askren is gonna, the competitiveness of what we spoke about, like all the experts were saying, this guy gets a lucky punch in the first or second round and there is nothing to do. And what we saw is Ben Askren giving us nothing.
Right.
And this kid being fairly proficient at the sport of boxing, at least for 40 seconds. We can tell that. Good position, good shots,
It's just a shame for me that Floyd Mayweather, one of the greatest boxers we've ever seen in our lifetime, is going against a nobody.
But that's the thing.
For no reason.
Well, perhaps that's the most important point here when taking into consideration both contenders. What's Floyd Mayweather's nickname?
Money Mayweather.
Boom. The case is solved.
But you get what I'm saying, though, man. Like it's just Floyd Mayweather can make money. If he doesn't need to make any more money, dude.
Have you seen his Instagram, my bro?
I know, bro.
He wipes his ass with money, bro.
I know.
It is all about money.
I know.
So think about it.
I think it's shameful.
It's
shameful on both sides. I'm not saying that.
That's different. You said you didn't say that before. Because you put yourself on Floyd's shoes.
It's shameful on both sides.
You are there. I make money. Whatever the fuck he says about the money. He's all the time talking about money. You see the Instagram and it's all money. It's so fucking annoying. But okay, whatever. If that makes him happy, I think that makes him happy. So I have to support him. He doesn't hurt anyone, I hope. Well, no, the wife, no, because everyone told me that I shouldn't talk or think or say nothing but he's a piece of shit because he was in jail because he beat his wife. Whatever. Not the point. What I'm saying is that that guy is all about the money. So if you put yourself in his shoes, he can make a shitload of money because he probably has the better end in the deal, right? He probably has a cut.
I would assume so.
Larger than Logan Paul. So. First of all. Second of all, look at it. Like, he knows everyone thinks he's going to win. And most likely, like 95%, 99% he'll win, right? So that's right there a huge opportunity for him to be the savior of boxing. Right. For him to come on the press conference right after he's beaten this Paul guy ass and say, guys, I told you. I don't know how he speaks really, but I told you guys. I told you this is not a real boxer.
Yeah.
I just wanted to clean the name of the sport, and here I did it. I put it in a silver platter for you.
Yeah.
Ciao, ciao. Give me my money. I'll see you later.
And I hope he does that.
Most likely he will. So all I'm saying is I agree with you. So much so that I hope Logan Paul gets beaten up. But I think if we want to give responsibility, if we want to trash talk someone, I think we have to share the load a
of
little bit
course.
with the good old Floyd, formerly known as Pretty Boy,
I'll just do it 80-20.
now Money. There you go. That's fair.
80-20.
I'm going to go 70-30.
All right, I'll go
Not gonna
80-20.
lie. Not going to lie. But anyway, mi brozo, I think we should wrap it up.
Time to go.
Shouldn't we? Yeah.
It's time to go.
Well, before we wrap it up, let me tell our lovely audience, and now, yes, okay, it's my turn now. So, guys, thank you very much to those OGs that are there, and to those new ones, thank you for giving us a shot and listening or watching our podcast. It's very important for, very nice, very nice, bro.
I
Slurping
finished
in.
my coffee, then a podcast.
Congratulations. And you fucked up. Thank you very much for being there. Please do not forget to subscribe, to follow, to do all those things that imply engagement in all social media and the platforms where we upload this podcast in. We're talking about iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and so forth and so on. All social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, which we kind of have a little bit, downsided over there. But please go follow us, go engage, go subscribe, because we need you
Make your voice heard.
even more, even more than you need us. That's a fact. But here we are. Thank you, guys. And Ioannis, my Greco, it's always a pleasure, bro. Ooh, fist bump. Love it.
Can you not be weird about it? Can you just do a regular one and
yeah,
call it a
that's
day?
true. That's true. That's right. Second take.
Okay, bye. Peace.
Mwah. Love ya.
Bye.